Hey, welcome to the new Mentalism card trick tutorial. Anyways, how the mentally chosen card, how I was able to reveal it was very simple. It was actually forced. There's actually two possible cards that are forced in this trick. And how it works is I have to set up the deck a certain way. And I know I don't like setting up the deck for a trick, but with this trick, the beauty of it is you can do a shuffling at the beginning. The spectator shuffles the cards like you've seen in the effect with one card at a time, so it eliminates any sort of suspicion of any kind of setup going on. So anyways, how I set the deck up is first I choose whatever cards you want, two of the cards that we want to force in the trick. So it's got to be a black card and a red card. They don't have to be the same cards. I just make them the same, just as easy to remember that way. Now, what I've also done is I've selected 5 random black cards of the opposite suit of the black force card. And same with the red side. I've selected 5 random of the opposite suit of the forced red card. And then what I've done is I've simply, with the rest of the cards, I've simply separated the deck so that all the black cards are on one side and all the red cards are on the other side. Now, the setup goes as the following. What I do is I take the red cards and I pile all of the random black cards at the bottom and the force card at the very bottom, just like so. And then I set that as the bottom portion of the deck. Now the upper portion of the deck, I take the red random 5 cards, and instead of placing the force card at the bottom, I actually place it at the top of the random cards. So the force card's at the very top. And then I place these cards on top of all of the remaining black cards of the deck, so that the force card will be the top card of the entire deck. And then you can see I have the force card and then the 5 random opposite suit cards and the rest of the black portion of the deck. And then that will sit on top of the red cards with the group of 5 of the same suit of the opposite of the force card of the 5 of spades. So the force card at the very bottom, just like so. And then we just simply join the two piles together so that the forced black card is at the bottom and the forced red card is at the top. So I hope that made sense to you. Anyways, now with the deck set like this, we can simply hand the deck to the spectator and get them to deal the cards one card at a time, and they can deal the cards any way they wish. This will always work. They can deal the cards, they can deal a few cards in one pile. As long as it's one card at a time, they can go in any direction so they feel satisfied that the deck is thoroughly mixed, one card at a time. And on top of that, they can choose any 2 piles. Let's say they choose these 2 piles. And I usually, being the magician, I rifle shuffle the cards myself just to ensure that the cards are rifled nice and evenly. Although you could get a spectator to do it. I just don't really like taking the risk. I like to do it myself. So, and then you just shuffle the 2 remaining piles, just like so. And you now have a seemingly well shuffled deck, but really in reality it's actually set up in a way that we're going to force these 2 cards as the mentally selected cards. So how that works is what we say is we're going to deal 3 fairly even piles. Now the piles are actually, you don't count the cards out loud, just count silently to yourself. What you're going to do is you're going to count 16 cards in the first pile. So you go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 silently to yourself. And then 20 cards in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then the remaining 16 we can just set down.